Best project management software. Motion versus Asana versus ClickUp versus Monday.com versus Notion. Which is the best one for you? Hello everyone and welcome back. Now in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a pretty intense matching between these 5 popular project management softwares out there. Now, all of these have their own pros and cons, and we're going to be discussing everything in detail. Whether you're managing a small team, running a startup, or you're just trying to stay organized, the right tool can make or break your productivity. So we're going to be covering features, pricing, ease of use, integration, which tool is best suited for which type of team, so you have a clear idea of what you should be using. So grab a notebook and let's get started. Now, why is a project management software essential? So project management softwares have become very essential right now because work is more complex and it's far more collaborative than it has ever been. Teams are often remote or hybrid, juggling multiple different projects and deadlines all at once. Managing tasks manually or with a simple checklist can just not be as effective as an entire tool built for project management. Modern project management tools, and all of these tools have these features to some extent, whether it's Notion, ClickUp, Asana, or whichever one of these tools, are able to organize your tasks and deadlines so nothing slips through your cracks. And it collaborates seamlessly with team sharing files, comments, updates, and real-time information. You have automation of repetitive work. So if I have a meeting every Monday at 3 p.m., that is our weekly summary meeting, I can automate that meeting and not have to manually create that every time. Scheduling and status updates, all of those things can be automated. You can visualize your progress with dashboards and timelines and reports and integrate with existing tools like Slack, Google Workspace, Zoom, your Google Calendar, and more. So with so many different options, which one should you be choosing? First off, I'm going to give you guys a quick intro to the 5 platforms. Number 1, we have Motion. Now, from the title page, you can see AI-powered super app. Now, Motion in itself is an AI-powered scheduling tool focused on personal productivity and time blocking. So you guys can see just from the title is it's packed with AI features, but it is more so focused on, internal work. So for a team, it is going to focus on individuals rather than focusing on teamwork. Now, then we have Asana. This is a veteran in the space of project management. It's known for its robust task management and team collaboration features. Then we have ClickUp. It's a highly customizable all-in-one platform that combines tasks, docs, goals, and time tracking. Personally, I have used ClickUp for a very long time for my personal project, and I've found it to be very effective and truly an all-in-one solution, but it can be pretty complicated for beginners. Then we have Monday.com. This is a very visual project management tool with colorful boards, powerful automation tools for most teams. Then we have Notion. Now, Notion is a flexible workspace that blends notes, databases, and project management with a far higher learning curve than any of the previously mentioned project management tools. So each one has its own unique approach. Let's break it down and see what makes them special. Starting off with Motion. You can click on Try Motion for free and click on over here to get started with your Motion account. Motion stands out by using AI to automatically schedule your day based upon your priorities and based upon your deadlines. Unlike traditional project management tools, Motion focuses on individual productivity rather than team collaboration. Its key features include task prioritization and calendar scheduling, automatic rescheduling if a task is taking longer than it was initially expected, integration with Google Calendar, and you guys can see currently I have no active trial subscription. I can subscribe with this account and I can get started, but you do need to keep in mind there is only a free trial on Motion. You cannot actually use a free plan on Motion. It is a paid productivity tool, but it is great for focusing on individual tasks and minimizing outside distractions. Now with Motion, it is specifically meant for daily and weekly planning views, and it's targeted for freelancers, consultants, and busy professionals who want to optimize their own time. People who struggle with manual scheduling and want automations are going to have a great time using Motion. It is not designed for team collaborations or task assignment. There is no free plan, and the pricing is significantly higher than its competitors. And there are limited project tracking features compared to others. If I was to give you guys an example, imagine you're a graphic designer and you're working freelance, juggling multiple clients. Motion automatically is going to block up time for each individual project and scheduled in breaks. It is going to adjust your calendar dynamically if meetings are going to run late or if a new task comes in all of a sudden based upon the priority of each task. Now moving forward with Asana. Now, Asana is one of the most popular tools for teams. It's designed to help teams break down projects into manageable tasks and assign owners, set deadlines, and track progress. Its key features are going to include task lists, boards, timelines, and calendars. There's a free version of Asana as well, so you can get started for free. And from here, we can try for free and try their premium version for free, but if you want, you can proceed with the free version. Now from here, I can go into my project, and this is what the basic interface of Asana is going to look like. Now, it also has automation rules for repetitive tasks. It also have dependencies to manage task orders. So if I want to finalize the budget, I can add a dependency within this. So you can click on next steps. You can add a certain task that it is linked to basically build a workflow. If I click on over here, I can make it or break it down into subtasks as well. It also has integrations with Slack, Zoom, Google Drive, and a reporting dashboard, and a workload management tool as well. This is for small to large teams needing structured collaboration and teams that are managing complex projects with multiple dependencies. However, there are limitations to every platform, and the free plan is limited to 15 users and it is limited to basic features only. It can feel overwhelming for beginners, and some of its advanced features like portfolio building is only available on a more premium plan. Now, if I was to give an example use case, I would say that a marketing team can easily use Asana to plan their campaigns, assign content creation, track approvals, and monitor deadlines. The timeline view helps you visualize the campaign schedule, while automations are going to help you in sending reminders to all of the members. Now moving on to platform number 3. And at the end of this video, we are going to be doing a price breakdown of all of these different tools because pricing can play a significant part. And you do want to ensure that whatever tool you're using fits within the company budget or within your own individual budget. So we're going to break the pricing down at the end. Now, moving on to ClickUp. ClickUp markets itself as the one app to replace them all. It combines task management, docs, chats, goals, time tracking, and automation in one place. You have multiple task views, including list, board, and Gantt views, docs and wikis integrated within projects, as well as custom statuses, fields, and workflows. You have native time tracking and goal setting tools with powerful automations and integrations with mobile as well as desktop applications with offline versions available, which can be really helpful for teams that are going to be working remotely and teams that might have more interesting fields of work. So this is for teams and individuals who want full control over their workflows and businesses that need to manage diverse projects and processes. Its limitations include a steep learning curve due to the feature richness. I would say that initially, if someone is getting started on Asana, it's going to be quicker for people to get started on Asana as compared to ClickUp, because ClickUp has so many different features that are going to make it a bit difficult. But spaces on ClickUp are pretty nice and seamless, and visually it is a very appealing tool. So in terms of interface, visually, I love it. The overall view is pretty nice, but when you take a look at the view initially, when you're getting started, it can be visually cluttered. That is just something I have heard a lot from a lot of people. And personally, I have gotten used to it, but for some people, this is just too much visual information all at once. Keep in mind that with ClickUp, the final limitation or the nail in the coffin is occasional slow performance or occasional bugs, which honestly could happen to any app, but It's most frequently something that I've heard more so related to ClickUp rather than any other project management tool. Now, if I was to give you guys an example, a software team uses ClickUp to manage like sprints, track bugs, create products, set OKRs, and within one application. Not having to do all of these things on multiple applications is what's going to save your time. With custom workflow automation statuses, updates, and notifications. Now moving on to our next application, we have Monday.com. So Monday.com is visual and intuitive, and Monday.com is known for its colorful, easy-to-use boards that let you visualize projects at a glance. Its key features include highly customizable boards, as well as boards with columns for statuses, people, states, and more. They have automation recipes for notifications, status changes, due date reminders, time tracking, and workload management. Advanced reporting and analytics are available on Monday.com. You can see I have multiple different accounts on Monday. I'm just going to log into this one. And they also have integrations with over 40 different popular applications and templates for various industries available. This is a platform that is meant for visual teams and teams that want visual project tracking. This is especially suited for organizations needing scalable workflows with strong reporting. Pricing can get expensive as you add users and features, and some users find the customization options pretty overwhelming. It's a similar complaint to Monday.com because all of the different things that are available, you can feel like this is going to be something that is a bit cluttered for you or is just a bit too much for you. Now, you guys can see they have a CRM, and if you click on Explore Products, they have Work Management, Service, as well as Monday Dev, which are all different applications provided within Monday.com as a individual project management tool. So the CRM tools differ in comparison to your other tools. And you will see that the project management tool and CRM tools, although visually they have a very simple and very quick interface, when you look at the individual templates, when you look at the individual things within your project management templates or CRM templates, although visually they're the same, they are very, very different in terms of functionality of the board. We're going to log out of this account because we want to use a different one instead. But for Monday.com, I would say that pricing can get expensive and customization is overwhelming. The free plan is limited in terms of the features. I wouldn't say that it is, a total no-go, but with Monday.com, the features and the density of features can be impacted when you are not equipped with all of the functionality of its premium plan. So you do have to keep that in consideration. Now, when you do this is one thing I also dislike about Monday.com. When you log in once, it's going to keep on recommending to log on to the same account. So if you go back and then open it up from Monday.com and I go back into login, it's going to log me into the same account. You guys can see this is over here, and log into another account. I can do that and then go back. And I'm going to click on sign up, and you can sign up for a new account, obviously. Now, moving on to our use case for Monday.com, which is, again, something that is very important to know. So event planning can be done really nicely on Monday.com because it can track vendors, deadlines, budgets, and tasks, and visual boards make it easy to see all of the progress. Moving on to Notion. Now, Notion is a flexible workspace for knowledge and projects. Notion is especially unique. It is not like any of the other tools we have discussed today. Notion blends project management with note-taking and databases and wiki creation. So pages and subpages can be created for notes, docs, and projects. Kanban boards, calendars, tables, and lists can be created. Templates for project management with comments and mentions. You can embed videos, PDFs, build powerful database relationships. However, in its limitations, this is going to lack some advanced project management features like dependencies and automations. You can create them in very complicated templates, but by default, it's just very non-user friendly to create those dependencies. It can take a lot of time to build effective workflows, and the offline mode is limited, and this has the steepest learning curve out of all of the tools. It can take you like a week to learn Notion, but once you do learn it, you can be such a well-disciplined human being and do everything on time because it is optimized so well. It is able to keep you on track so well. So a startup can use Notion for everything from meeting notes, product specs, sprint planning, bug tracking, all in one workspace. So let's talk about pricing because, again, this is going to play a major part in whether or not you're going to be choosing any one of these platforms. I'm going to log out of these so I can show you guys the pricing plan, all of these platforms. And pricing can be very individualized for larger teams, but we are going to log into another account, sign up. In terms of service, go into the terms of service. Once I do that, go into products, go into pricing. This is way too funny. I'm just going to log on with this account. And this is one glitchy part of Monday.com that you guys can take off points for Monday. Personally, I do not like this interface. I don't want to clear out my cookies every time I go into Monday.com. But sometimes it feels like I might just have to, but that's all right. We can still browse back. We're just going to refresh our account and then go back, go into upgrade. And when you click on upgrade, you can see all of the different plans. Now we're going to open up ClickUp and ClickUp's pricing. ClickUp has a free plan. Asana has a free plan. Motion does not have a free plan, and Notion also does have a free plan, but it's very limited. And I'm going to compare monthly billing on all of these because monthly billing is something that most businesses initially are going to opt for. No one's going to subscribe for a year when they're setting up. And for most of them, you can get a discount on yearly billing. It's 20% for Notion, 18% for Monday, and 30% for ClickUp. For Asana, they don't have a discount for monthly or yearly billing, which is very surprising. So there's no discount for Asana, but there's a 40% discount for Motion. So let's proceed with our price comparison, starting off with whether or not they have a free plan. Other than Motion, all 4 of them have a free plan. Now, in terms of pricing on Motion, it focuses on individual users and there's no free tier. If I go for 1 seat, the Pro AI is $29, and if I go for 5 seats, not billed annually, 5 seats are going to be $29 per seat per month. 1 seat is going to be $49 per seat per month. If I go for 15 seat, it's going to be $29, and above 15 is going to be, you're going to be paying the seat pricing, which is pretty much $29 for the Pro AI, $49 for the Business AI. Then the Asana plans start at $0. Their free plan allows up to 15 users. Then after that, their starter plan is $10.99 per user, which is cheaper than Motion by a significant amount. You would be paying less than half of Motion for their starter plan, which includes collaboration with up to 500 team members, timeline views, Gantt views, Asana AI, workflow builders, project dashboards, advanced search. Then their advanced plan at $24.99 includes time tracking, advanced reporting, proofing, approvals, 25,000 automations per month, workload management, Asana AI, and 100 portfolios. Now going on to probably one of the most cheapest per user and most affordable tool, it's ClickUp. ClickUp on its monthly billing is going to get started at $10 for their unlimited plan per user per month. This includes unlimited storage, integrations, dashboards, guests with permissions, Gantt charts, custom fields, and chat messages, and all of these features are unlimited. There's no memory limitation, which you might not find on a lot of other tools. You can build teams, native time tracking, goals and portfolios, form views, resource management, agile reporting, and AI compatibility. Then their business plan is best for mid-sized teams, starting at $19 per user per month, with unlimited teams, timelines, workload management, timesheets, granular time estimates, advanced time tracking, and unlimited whiteboards and timeline views. Now, moving on to Monday.com. Monday.com, starting at their basic plan, is $15 per user per month. Now, their pricing plan is pretty standardized. Their features increase as you go up, and they have unlimited pipelines, contacts, and boards. And with the number of seats, but the price variation you're not going to see is going to be very significant per user per month. The only discount you honestly get is on yearly savings. So $15 per user, $20 for the standard, and $33 for the pro. You have templates, iOS and Android apps, as well as unlimited free viewers on the basic. And on the standard, it has some of my favorite features, which include the custom CRM automations and custom CRM integrations, which are really helpful if you are running your own CRM tool on Monday. Then they have $33 for their pro plan, including 25,000 automations and integrations for their custom CRM with Google Sync and sequences and mass emailing. Moving on to Notion. Notion has $12 per seat per month, where it allows you to unlimited block for team. We have unlimited file uploads, 30-day page history, invite 100 guests, and their business has SML, SSO, verify any page, bulk PDF exports for $18 per seat per month. Now, Motion offers the best for solo users willing to invest in AI scheduling. ClickUp is going to offer the most affordable paid plan with tons of features. Monday and Asana are mid-range, but they can get pretty pricey as your team grows. If you're paying $10 per user, so approximately $11 per user, or if you are paying like $15 per user, that's going to rack up pretty quickly. Even if you have like 20 people on your team, adding those 20 people, you're going to be paying around $200 for Asana, over like $220 for Asana, and a bit more for Monday. Whereas ClickUp is pretty affordable. Again, the price difference is not huge, but a lot of the things on ClickUp are unlimited, so you wouldn't have to pay for a lot of other applications when you're opting for ClickUp. Then for Notion, it is affordable for how flexible it is, but it requires a lot of customization and additional tools for more complex projects, which can be a drawback. Now, in terms of my personal user experience, I find Monday, Asana, and ClickUp to be very intuitive. As long as you're spending like half an hour in figuring them out, you will figure them out. There's no complex coding, no excessively difficult tool. You are going to have a very basic platform with a very basic setup. Everything is easy to understand. The interface, even if you find it cluttered, you're still gonna make it through it because it is so intuitively built. These are platforms designed for the user. These are not designed for the platform itself. So these workspaces are going to be very easy to navigate. They're not going to be hard to mess up on. And even if you are someone that is just working around and getting started, if you just go onto Monday.com, get started with a work management tool. You guys can see this is work management. This is their simple start from scratch. You can click on column, add a column. Let's say I need a column for revenue. I can click on numbers, rename my column to revenue. I can add a sum of the potential revenue. Then within my column, I can click on settings. I can click on add description. This is going to be potential revenue, and I'm going to click on save. I have a descriptor for this as well. Then I can add another column. I can build my own statuses for each column. For example, I click on status and I can build priority, okay? And these statuses are going to work differently from the ones in this column because you can formulate them differently. You can even assign, use AI to automatically assign items to your columns and customize it however you want. The AI setup, again, this is a very simple label. I'm just going to add it myself. I'm going to add new labels like this, or pink is going to be high priority, or let's say it's going to be urgent. This is going to be normal, and this is going to be low priority. Click on apply. Now I can select the priority. This is low priority, this is urgent, and this is normal, like this. Add a task, you can add details. Similarly, if I was to go on Asana, I can go into projects. We have different columns to assign everything. I can click on add task, write up a new task. Let's say this is going to be to develop, add content. Like this, I can view it in a board view. I can do the same thing for my Monday.com view. I can click on Kanban. That's my personal preferred view. I can move it here, and then instead of leaving it at Kanban, I can rename this into dashboard like this. And then I can work on this as our primary team dashboard. Tasks can be moved like this. Then similarly, you guys can see a similar function is happening on our Asana view. Then if I look at ClickUp, again, I can do pretty much the same thing on ClickUp. So I have a list, and we are going to click on list. It's currently empty. I'm going to go into the board views. I have different columns. I can add a task to record, and I can click on the task, add assignee, add time tracking, priority, relationships. So if it is dependent on a task, if it is a link task waiting on blocking, if it links to a document, time estimate, tags, and more. You can also create checklists and subtasks, which I find to be really amazing for ClickUp. So you have all the functionality that you possibly could need. Motion and Notion, the two rhyming ones. Motion is okay. Motion is intuitive to understand. It's not too complicated. But for the price, I could never justify it as a project management tool for teams. This is for people that are looking to get their own stuff in order. It's great for people that are trying to build their own time tracking tool, trying to automate those processes. If you're trying to use like a calendar and you are someone that is a freelancer or a solo professional, Motion and Notion are great for personal productivity and flexible note-taking. Now, if you are a developer, if you are someone with a really niche industry, and for those particular teams, I would recommend Notion, because if you want to build databases, if this is a brand new project and you are juggling multiple different things together in this, using a really powerful tool like Notion can be helpful. But if your team is not as skilled, this is going to draw you back, because if your team does not know the full functionality of Notion, it's going to not be worthwhile the price, because you're just going to be paying for features that you're not using. So for startups, I think Notion is great, but depends on the skill level of your team. Then if I take a look at Monday and Asana, I recommend this for small to mid-sized businesses. And if you are a business that can afford the pricing, Monday is great. Monday is super customizable. It has its own CRM tool. So Monday is good for medium to large size businesses, so small to large size businesses. And ClickUp is my all-in-one recommendation for enterprise or large teams that are looking for a really nice task manager. But if you're looking for good reporting tools, I would recommend Asana and Monday over ClickUp. So do keep that in mind if reporting is a basic functionality. So make sure to involve your team in this decision, because your team is the one that's going to be using the project manager. And you can start small. You can pilot each individual project manager with one project. You can use templates to speed up your process and train your team to use these tools and regularly review and optimize workflows. Make sure to use the trial period. All of these platforms have like a 10-day, 1 week, 2 week, 1 month free trial. Make sure to avail that trial to know whether or not this is going to be the tool for you. So no tool is perfect for everyone, and your choice depends on your team size, project, complexity, budget, and preferred workflow. So my overall pick is ClickUp for most businesses, and if your focus is going to be as a for mid-sized businesses that are looking for reporting functionalities, Asana and Monday. For individuals, I would recommend Motion, and for people looking to build strong knowledge bases, I recommend Notion. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more tech reviews, and share your favorite project management tool in the comments below. Have questions? Drop them and I'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next.